everybody, welcome back to Exotic Car Hacks, and today we are once again reviewing one of my existing cars, and it has now been 3,000 miles. That's right, the most driven car in my car collection, the 2022 Black Badge Ghost. Now, we are doing somewhat of a kind of follow-up review because we've already broken down why this is the best Rolls Royce they have yet made, even better than the Phantom. And today we are rather looking at how good of a choice was it to specifically buy this car, what was good about it, what is bad, and should you also take that leap. So it's very possible that this could be the last generation Ghost, or literally the last Ghost that is non-electrified, which is, I don't know if good or exciting, because I've always argued that Rolls-Royce did just as well with an electric car than it would with a non-electric car because nobody cares about the noise it makes. So, makes sense. The Black Badge, of course, gets the carbon fiber wheels and a lot of really cool features, which we've seen in the original video. But is it really worth the $500,000 price point, and would I buy it again? So let me first say that I am one of the few people that actually thought that the new body Rolls was not exciting enough. Like, I know it's beautiful and all, like it has a lot of good lines, but I just didn't find it exciting, even in this incredibly insane color of Nardo, which is called burnout gray here for Rolls, and it's a special commission color along with the Mandarin special commission interior. This is a very high spec, best of its class Ghost Black Badge. $500,000, 510,000 MSRP, every possible option, refrigerator, Wi-Fi, and everything else, and if these lights actually allow us to film here. But the main thing with this car that I felt was kind of like a little bit disconnected is it had this kind of midlife identity issue, and I'll kind of explain what I mean. You see, the majority of Rolls-Royce product is more exciting, obviously, in the back than in the front, but the Ghost product has always been kind of a sedan that was also okay to drive. One of the coolest features of the cars is, of course, that the buttons, well, they're supposed to close the doors, right? So that, you see, and it doesn't work, so it's stupid. There you go. Nope. Okay, all right, I'm gonna try this again. Let's see if it works. There you go, there, it made it. So anyways, so this is a Phantom feature that is now available on the Ghost. Pretty cool. Do I like it? I don't really care for it. I think it's stupid. The other thing that I think from a driving standpoint, what I was saying about the identity is most of these cars are meant to be driven in, but the Ghost was always a car that was kind of a sedan that was meant to drive, just like the Wraith and the Dawn and stuff, just a four-door. The problem with this car is that it's basically too much of a Phantom and not enough of a driver's car, and I'll explain the big difference. So the back of it, we've already seen the TVs and stuff and the buttons and all the excitement. You get all this cool entertainment system stuff here. I don't even know if it works when the car's not on, but you get the shooting headliner, you got your little trays and TVs here, you get your little refrigerator in between. So you have all of that, and it's cool, like it's awesome. The experience here is immense, fantastic. You look at the roof line, you have the shooting stars. It's unbelievable to be driven in. You know, all your climate controls here, your entertainment, your Wi-Fi, you control the radio, it's amazing. No question about it. The experience for your passengers is second to none, right? And I'm gonna try to see if the button works now. I don't know what it is with this button, it just doesn't wanna work. Okay, so now it works. On the driver's side though, that's where the biggest issues are. So this is something that after living with this car, and this is one of the reasons I said Exotic Car Hacks with your reviews, for the sake of really driving cars and enjoying them and understanding how we can live with them, it makes a difference. So there are a few issues. The first issue you'll notice is that the door has no handles here. This is very annoying because you have to basically reprogram your mind to get used to using this or the button on the inside that basically closes the door. As you can see, you can close the door with a button or you can close it with this handle. The handle placement is just horrific because every time you grab here, it's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Everything else is Rolls-Royce-like, but there are problems. And I'll tell you the biggest problem of all, and this is why I had my cell phone out the whole time, is this. So you might be wondering, why is a cell phone a problem in a car this large? Well, the answer to that is because there's really nowhere to put it. And that's a problem. You see, in the Bentley, you have a little compartment here. Usually you have a little place here to put it or something. But the problem is this is a bigger phone and you have to put it away here, which has a little charger here, but it doesn't fit in the charger because it's a larger phone. So the problem one, it's not really universally fitting to charge a phone. Secondly, I don't want to put my phone away. So when I like driving, I like putting it around me somewhere where I can reach it easily so I don't have to guess what happens. Well, I don't have a place to put it. It doesn't really fit in the cup holders. So it's just really, I know it's like tiny, but it's really freaking inconvenient, like beyond inconvenient, and it really bothers me. The other part is this steering wheel drives me nuts because the buttons are disconnected from basically the features. So you can't really like which use what when you're driving. You have to kind of look, and then it's just really inconvenient. Like I'm telling you, when you drive in traffic and you're driving and you want to think about this stuff, it's really, really annoying more than anything else. So that's that. The other part that's really cool about this car, but also I don't know that I would do it again. So this front display basically has like 500 stars or something on it. So it lights up at night. So it kind of continues. In the new cars in the Spectre, you have like all these lights on the doors, which I ordered too, so it'll be interesting to see. But in this car, you get this panel, which is like a 10 grand option or whatever, and you get all these lights and features on it. And it's not really impactful. So even at night, I'm just not sold on the fact that the experience in the front is by any means as exciting as the rear. So that's the first thing which bothers me. And it bothers me because it's a Ghost, and a Ghost is meant to be driven, not meant to just drive people in. So that was my biggest problem with this car, which I don't necessarily know that I would rebuy one at $500,000. I may wait till it depreciates to like 350, 400 to actually pick one up, because I think that's really where the money is on this. And I think if you're gonna buy a Phantom, you're gonna get driven in. The issue with the Phantom is it doesn't fit in most garages, so it's very limiting to who can have it. It's gonna sit outside, it's stupid. But the majority of the time, I will tell you that I think after driving this 3,000 miles, I think it's a spectacular car. It's got a vibe to it, it's beautiful. And if you haven't owned a Rolls Royce, there are things that make a Rolls Royce very different. First off, you have these $5,000 floor mats. That's not a joke. And when you put your feet in it, it's like sheepskin or whatever it is, and it's just super easy, like super like comfortable. This is cool because when you got a chick in the car and she wears her heels, she takes them off, she wants to even more. So that's option one that you need to have. The second thing is only like 2 people in the world apparently make these steering wheels, and the touch of it is just so different than any other steering wheel in the world, and it is brilliant and it is amazing. The leather quality is second to none in Rolls Royces, and the craftsmanship is second to none. And that's one of the reasons I absolutely love Rollses, and I can't live without them. Like, there is a feeling and experience that comes with a Rolls that comes with no other car. Kind of what happens with a Bugatti, except this isn't a $3 million car. So it's really interesting. With the new Rolls, you get all the interface and all the tech and everything, so it's super nice. It's on its own platform. It's no longer a BMW platform. It's just really high quality built. But in my opinion, for a factory car, there should be a place to put your cell phone, 1. And 2, it shouldn't look this boring for $500,000. So outside of looking boring, what did we do to change it? Well, first off, we lowered this car and put spacers. We ran 20mm adapters on all around, and it really makes a significant difference. You get a very muscular look here. If you look from over there, go over there, show them, you'll see here, you have this very muscular rear tire that's out, and the factory wheels work flawlessly once you lower the car slightly and do these spacers. Like, it looks really good, I'm telling you. Like, I've tried to put aftermarket 22 Mansoris on it, it just doesn't look as good as this. Plus, they're carbon fiber, so you don't really want to undo them. We also did the Brabus package. This is the only car in America with the Brabus package on the Rolls, because this was the first kind of guinea pig, because I was the first, and they realized some of the kit didn't fit, so they sent it back to have it readjusted, because American and European cars have different bumpers, so apparently they didn't account for that, but they're making them now, so they don't sell, they've sold a great quality product, don't get me wrong. Brabus is a beautiful company, they make very good fitting parts, and Will's Boutique did a beautiful job installing this. And look at this, now you get the beautiful LEDs that flash, you get the illuminated grille, that's an option, but it's just gorgeous. Like, it's just gorgeous now that it has carbon. It was very boring before without this carbon stuff going on in the front, and you can kind of see that because in the side you don't get any changes because of Brabus, but in the rear, these little subtle changes like this wing right here, this winglet, and this quad exhaust with this diffuser really make a drastic difference, especially when the car's rolling. It gives it a much more expensive Yakuza look. It gives it that look like you're about to get laid right as you pull up, and that's a really good look to have. So I think the kit was worth it. It's roughly like 50 G's, but it's worth every penny. So my opinion is, if you're going to be buying a Ghost, you should consider waiting a little bit and let the value settle a little bit, just like the Cullinan. And I don't know, like I said, that it's as good as a car as some of its other counterparts, like the Cullinan or the Phantom or the Wraith or the Dawn. I hated the Wraith too. I thought the Wraith made no sense. I thought the Dawn was a better car. So, you know, for me, if I was still gonna choose, I would still probably go with Dawn as my favorite Rolls of all time. But this new design only give such a great platform for what is to come with the Spectre, and more importantly, the replacement to the Dawn. So there you have it. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. And of course, remember, like you may look at this on the surface and say, well, you just said values are dropping. You paid $500,000 for this. You're gonna lose $100,000. And I'm gonna tell you that I'm not even gonna lose $10,000 on this car, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna use my same hacking strategies that I used when I bought it to ensure that the tax savings from this car offset any kind of losses, and as a result, never end up losing a single dollar out of my real pocket. And if you want to learn these strategies or not, make sure you click the link in the description and join Exotic Car Hacks, or you can take the free training and learn what car hacking is to buy more conventional exotics and get in and out without losing any money. We don't flip cars, we enjoy cars without losing any money. There is a difference. I'll catch you guys next time, where we'll be taking a look at the Bugatti Chiron and if it was worth the $3.5 million price tag.